At least for me, love is caring, love is passion, love is nothing can stop you. Not religion, not your mom, not your neighbor, not the people in the street, nothing. So the first love I experienced was my love with my family. And there was a moment that I felt like I lost that love. When I was asked to play 3 tracks, that was my first choice actually of the 3 of them. So it came like that. So the love from my family is actually amazing, great. I just grew up to it the whole time without thinking, is that the right way of love, or is that the right approach when you love someone? Because yeah, you can love someone 100% unconditionally and still project some stuff or deal with them in a different way. So I still struggle with feeling that loss of it or gaining it back or having that connection to my family, which is really hard also as an immigrant living here, and they all still live in Egypt. But it's a process to go because I really do love them a lot also, and that's why I chose also the track. If I learned to love myself from my family or from the love of my family, no, it's totally a different process, but partly of it from the beginning, yes. Because I actually never thought of, do I love myself or not? Do I love my life situation or not? I was just like adapting, coping, realizing that I need to love myself first, and for what reasons and how to start this process. It all started actually after like separating from them or living away from them. So started seeing that I was like, okay, I have this as a thing in me, or a skill or a behavior or something in me that people love or my family love. Then I started judging it. Do I love that in myself, or do I hate that I'm loved for that? So it was involved, but it's not based mainly on it, to be honest, yeah.
Turbulence is always a possibility, and for that reason, it's company policy to recommend that you keep your left strap securely fastened throughout the flight.
I grew up in Egypt, but starting age 4.5, 5. And since then I was in Egypt, so I count myself, born and raised in Egypt, in Mansoura. The social structure of the society is all based on religion, even when people are not religious. So love there is only valid when it's a hetero and when it's marriage. For me, love in Egypt was love to family, and mainly since I was a kid, love to friends. This is how I managed to do everything in my life. Since I was a kid, I always had that one best friend or a soulmate, someone that I really loved. Everything happened around what we share in that time or that phase of life. If it comes to a love to a partner or an intimate relationship to someone, maybe I had back in the time girlfriends, and I defined that what I have or what I tried to find with them as love, but it was all trials to fit in, to be honest. So I would say it's mainly I figured out that I love my friends. Just having great time with someone that you really love, spending time with someone that cares for you, someone that understands you, hear you, listen to you, sometimes even push you to places that they see and you don't, or you choose not to see. So the second track that I played, he was one of the first people I came out to. He was a really close friend. We played music together. We also related to everything that I loved with passion, like music, the workshops, everything we did together for years. That fear that I always had of losing a friend, but without any introduction, not how I'm used to it even, like suddenly I'm living away here in Germany and phone call comes, and you're left alone. I just broke down, went for a long walk to cry, and then I came back and I didn't know what to do, but then all what I could think of was making music. Yeah, especially that he's one of the people that were always joking from my friends by saying, like, when I die or when we die, could you come and play music on my tomb after the people leave? And I'm like, if someone does that in Egypt or in anywhere, people will be like, what are you doing here? And I was like, yeah, of course. And we're joking about it, that we would love when we die and rest in our places and people leave, that there is a specific sound or a track that plays. Like I just stayed there for like 5 hours non-stop, playing, crying, starting with one sound he did before. Yeah, I recorded the second track that I played today, and it was at the same time of his funeral, so I actually did what he asked for. If I had to unlearn talking about love, or that it's a hard topic for me, I always used to say like, okay, it's something special and love is like, the sacred word or like place, and I don't want to like burn it or use it the whole time. For me now that was wrong, because talking about it or caring for this thing now or sharing something is already part of love for me. The support that we have for each other is love for me. So one of my best friends here, like in my most depressed phases, I really hated everything about myself at some point, till I was talking about showing some photos, and then I was like, look at that friend, I love that smile, and I love that about that, and that friend was like, it's crazy how much love do you have. But realizing that I actually agree with that I have so much love to things and to people, and when I feel that I can do anything for it, was the first thing that I realized, that's actually something that I really love about myself, the amount of love that I have. What is heteronormative love in society? It's a man and a woman loving each other to get married, to have kids, to build something, No, love doesn't have to do anything. Love is just, it's in the present, and what can it make you do with it, not what can you do for the love, like what can you do, what are you able to do with the love power, So loving your best friend, loving your flatmate, loving your brother, sister, loving your community, like just act for the present based on your emotions, based on your feelings towards something or someone now. If you feel warm from inside towards someone, towards something, just say it, do it. Say it to yourself first, before saying it to others. Start by saying it to yourself.
Do you tell yourself that you love yourself?
Sometimes. In my head, like I don't say it out loud, sometimes. No, when I actually do something based on love, I feel like there was zero intentions of anything. It was something really genuine from inside. Or seeing that development that happened to me as a person, or the growth, then sometimes I look at myself, I'm like, good one, love you. The last track, like I did it last year, while passing through another depression hit after a hard breakup. It could sound happy, but actually from inside it's like there is happiness that is tearing apart somehow. And to be honest, also while doing that track, I never thought it will go anywhere. Like I never thought I will finish it. I never felt that I would be able to perform these tracks while feeling love again, while feeling alive again. And still, like every time I play it, or every time, especially the last part, every time I play it, it feels like, yeah, I loved, I got hurt, and I love again. And I can keep on loving and crying at the same time of sadness. It's surreal for me, like sometimes I don't understand how, you know? Like, where's it coming from? Like, it makes me cry and makes me laugh, like hysterically, both at the same time. If it's easy for me to practice love in Cologne, not at all. No. Not at all. It's really hard. It's really hard here for me to meet people who love in my way, because it's random and it's like for me love is impulsive. Love doesn't have a plan, and it's really hard to meet people. Of course I did meet people, and I do love someone now and everything, but it's not easy, no. People love here differently. People judge other ways people love differently. Of course, like I have my own circle also here. At the beginning it was amazing. This is actually how I moved to this city, by finding a circle where I can just be me and they are themselves, and everyone is celebrated for their own individual and the way they be in general. It got hard because it's the bubble theory, you know? Then suddenly you're enclosed, small circle in the society, and then you start thinking or believing that actually this is the way life is in this place, but it's not. It's just inside the circle. Every start from the beginning, or every opening of this circle is really scary, to be honest. It's when you feel exposed, when I feel lonely, even if there are 100 people around the whole time. How am I dealing with the society in that way of heteronormative luck? Like, fuck them all, I don't care. Just love my way, and I will do it my way. If someone shows up, if some people shows up, yeah, like I would love you the way I want to do it, the way I feel it, and that's it. I would hear how you would love to be loved, and that's something else, but that's not what the society wants. For me, love has to be like, it's a fire by itself, you know, like, yeah, it needs a lot of work and everything, but if this is not there, then no.